Welcome to adilas. This tutorial is going to cover adding or editing a model, and a model would be like 727, Boeing 727. Boeing would be the make, 727 would be the model. From the main switchboard homepage, if you go under System Maintenance and you go to the Models homepage, once you're on this homepage, you have some links here at the top. This link will take you to the Makes homepage. You can manage common features, which the common features, I'm going to go ahead and click on this. These are common features that you would find on any kind of an aircraft. So they could be shared, such as, for instance, at the bottom here we have wingspan of 30 foot. There's quite a few aircraft out there that have a 30-foot wingspan. So this is something that you can associate when you're adding the model. If I go back to the models homepage, we also have usage class. So once again, these are tied to models. So here's my usage class: cargo, military, passenger, and sport. And I can add new usage classes as I wish. The usage classes are good for lookup, so that you or your client are able to type in cargo, and it would bring up all the cargo aircraft that you have. And if they didn't know what make or model, they just wanted to see all the cargo aircraft. There's also a link here where you can change the model numbers. So once you create a make and a model, there's an association that's formed between those two, and it has its own model number. And if you accidentally assign a unit a model number that is incorrect, you can change it by just changing the root number. And I'll show you what those numbers look like. So if I select, say, Gulfstream to get the models, just to see, this is the ID number over here that is the model ID number. So 5553 designates a low wing G4 that's a Gulfstream. So it ties all those pieces together with one number. And then when you're stocking a unit in, that number is what's represented at the very top of the stock in page. And with proper permissions, you can change that number. So if I accidentally made it a G4, but it's really a G550, I could go in and simply change this 5553 to 5557, and then that aircraft becomes this new type of a plane, new make and model. Now, to add a new model, what you have to do is you have to come up here and come down to, and I'll use Gulfstream again as my example. I'm going to add a new model for Gulfstream. What you would do is you would select your inventory type. So let's say that this is a low wing, and you have a link here to go and add and edit subs. And I do have another tutorial that covers the subs, but it's pretty basic. You can just go and add a different subtype if you wish. You would type in the model number in here, and then your num sort is how you want these models to be sorted. So like on the example where I pulled up under Gulfstream, there are only 2 models, but if you have like 200 or 300 models, you may want to sort those. Instead of letting the system sort them through an alphanumeric, the num sort will actually sort them. So 0 is the default, and if you were to leave everything at 0, it's going to sort alphanumeric. But if you put something at a different number, then it's going to sort in that numeric order. These are your common features. So I could click on any of these features that are common to this aircraft, and here's the wingspan for 30 feet, and let's say horsepower is 180. There's quite a few aircraft that have that kind of a configuration. And then if I go down, I can say that this is a sport model, and then I can add my model. Once I add the model, if I go back to the models homepage and I pull that report, we would see it show up underneath here. And it would have, if it had a num sort, it would have a num sort. The width and length are features that come in on different categories that could be used or could not be used. Those are just additional information. So once again, this has been a tutorial on how to add a model, which in an example would be like Boeing 727. 727 would be the model. And what I did was I went from the main switchboard homepage and I came under System Maintenance to the Models homepage. And once I'm on the Models homepage, then I'm able to pull my models up by here, or I can add a new one up here by selecting which make I want to add my model to. And Remember too that you do have help files on every page so that you can, if you forget or you need some additional information, you can click on those help files. And once again, thank you for choosing adilas.